There's loads of them out there still. There's loads of young Tommy Cashmans, big game with a firearm. All of a sudden, they get pulled up the ladder a little bit into an organised crime group. And then before you know it, they've got a body count. They get looked after because they're dangerous. And within the criminal fraternity, when people hear you're dangerous, they sort of back off. When people hear you're double dangerous, they sort of start saying, can we get graft off yous? And that's mainly the reason why these kids have got body counts. Do you understand what I'm saying? But as I reiterated, there's loads of young kids being groomed for that way of life, for that activity, right before your eyes. No one's really given it. Anyone that knows Thomas Cashman, you can say, yeah, he's half intelligent. You can see he's a kid who's mature for his age like that. But he's a weasel. He's one of them that can never have fought with his hands. He's had a go. But the kid I met, who sat in my living room with a piece on himself, and it was simple as that. Himself got told straight out you go. Tell Shorty, keep me name out his mouth. And that was it. You've got him there now. Let's see what anyone else is saying. Paisley's game and army. Yeah, well said, Darren, lad. Natalie Morley. I live in Scotty, and I am a proper terrified for my 12-year-old son. Scotland Road. Scotland Road, Rice Lane, Breck Road, Townsend Lane, so on and so forth. These are all areas where I wouldn't say it's deprived. You know, there's everything there. There's schools, there's churches, there's mosques, there's shops everywhere. So it's not really deprived, is it? But there's a better way to earn money, a faster way to earn money. Who's the top man now in Liverpool now, Darren? Gary Evans. There isn't a top man. Obviously, the shootings won't stop, unfortunately. Why? Because when individuals like him and the people around him get took out the picture, it doesn't leave a void in the sense of that firm. That firm can still give the parcels to anyone. But what it does, when they get took out the picture, their graft starts up and it creates a void. And these people up here need to fill that void. And these people already aware of other groups, and they'll be approached instantly to take on the George that these are now, because they're in custody or on top or they're scared to use phones. If you get what I'm saying. So what it does, it creates sort of like a little vacuum. There's money out there still owed. You know, what else was Thomas Cashman? He was a debt collector. You know, he was one of them individuals that liked to go and get money, hence Karl Bradley. Yeah, that's right. When Karl Bradley's found in the snow, it was about money. It was about a lot of money. And that money was passed over to certain individuals. And that's what Thomas Cashman was used for. Early days. That's how he got his stripes. When they realised they weren't like the normal run-of-the-mill, capable, handy little kid, he looked after him proper. And don't forget his grows. Don't forget his own little side shift that he had. You know, he was smashing the life out of crime. And that's what being a gunman does in the city of Liverpool these days. When you're a gunman, whatever your age, if you're game with a gun and you're off the council estates, you're recruited instantly. As a young man who uses a gun, you don't understand that you're being recruited. You just believe that you're being respected and loved by the elder group, but really you're just being recruited on the side. You're going from having fuck all every night, not having a weed, going out to graft every night for a weed, not having decent clobber all the time, to putting a bullet in someone's leg, to having a weed every single night, having clobber when you need it, going to gaffs, getting fat scrams. And that's the turning point and the appeal to young gunmen. You don't even have to shoot people in the leg. You're just letting shots off at cars, and you just go, game one, boom, there's a weed every night, kid. Let's get you dependable. Let's get you very reliant upon me. Your needs will need me. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's how it starts. Escalating into young gunmen. Not many people want to talk the way I speak about it because they can't. They can't speak the way I'm speaking. It's all about experience. Like I keep on saying and keep on like putting across to you, the same methods haven't changed. They're just being given different names, and there's more money involved, and the age is different. Do you understand? It's the same methods. It's the same grooming techniques. It's just horrible. Obviously, it's better because of the technology. You know, technology brings a lot of good stuff, but it also brings a lot of bad stuff. It's a lot easier to track someone down. It's a lot easier to intimidate someone. It's a lot easier to blackmail someone when you've got technology like social media. It's impossible for most kids to get away from the situation they're in when they want to get away from it. They're caught in a trap. And because the kids are game, and because the kids they're on it, they want to be this they want to just be this gangster or whatever. They're on it, they're putting shifts in. They're putting shifts in for all sorts, running here, doing this, doing that, blah, 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 blah. And the people that have got them and given them little bit drips of dough, just keeping them, sustaining them while they're using them. When this kid clicks on, he just starts going, shh, this one has become so reliable on this workhorse, this young kid. You can't let him go. He's not going to get someone better. Instead of thinking about this kid's well-being, yeah, you need to swerve, just stay out of it, don't graft no more. He's thinking in his evil little mind, my man's going to go and graft with someone else or start up himself, and just start bullying him. And then they're stuck. And that's the way it is. There's a lot of kids out there that are stuck in a catch-22 situation where they're, because when they tied off last time, at the moment you've got two individuals, you've got two well-known individuals within the city of Liverpool, especially within the criminal fraternity, and especially Russell. Russell's part of that group when you're speaking about the Roberts and Avis and little Desi, all these individuals that sit in the background. I've done for years, done a little bit of jail, got out, sat in the background, just done what they do. But all them names are mentioned in there and not involved in that. So don't be saying, I don't know whether they are or whatever. But without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to tell you now, there's a kid who's on his toes right now. He's been on his toes for a few months now already. Stephen Turney, known as Shorty. The alleged gunman is in this, has always been Shortman's protection, has always been the secure posture of Shorty. Always. And it'll only be a matter of time before he's arrested and questioned and whatever. You know, don't forget the Aincro chats. You know, the Aincro chats are all over West Derby, all over Iton, all over Dovecot. They're all over it. Just because they haven't took them down already, you know, there's crazy operations going on around that area. Stemming back to the Coggins like this,